Here I am with the President of FIFA, Sepp Blatter. Firstly, Sepp, thank you very much for your time. Now, I noticed that you've been President of FIFA for almost 10 years. In your term as President, how have you seen the CONCACAF region change?
When I'm looking at the competitions and I'm looking in the general organization, I have to say that in the last 10 years they have made an immense progress. And specifically when now analyzing a little bit the Gold Cup and the tremendous interest, international interest in this 2007 competition, I can only say chapeau. It means a big compliment to the CONCACAF leadership.
You're present, of course, the final is today between Mexico and the USA. You'll be present for that. Have you had time to follow many of the games leading up to this final?
Absolutely. I had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Warner and Mr. Blazer about the good timing of this competition in the international calendar. And with the exception of the last round of the Premier League in Spain, all activities are practiced. Football activities are stopped. So therefore, there was such a large space available. And I have to say, the international press, and not only the television or radio, but it was definitely the writing press, the print media. They have given such an importance to this competition, and they were right to do so, because it was really a very good competition in the sporting and technical sense, but also with the let's say the spectators. You have seen the number of spectators going in this so-called non-footballing country or not soccer country, US. What has happened here, and this is tremendous. I'm very happy to be the president of FIFA and to witness the final.
Well, it's been quite evident that the teams from CONCACAF have gone from strength to strength over the last few years. One thing that the president, Jack Warner, has said is that he'd like to see a CONCACAF team in the final of the World Cup. Do you think we could see that in the future?
It depends what you mean by soon. You know, if you take a millennium, then it's but it is it will be. It is a possibility, but you know, as long as in the World Cup we have the powerhouse of Europe with more than 12 or even 13 teams out of 32, it's already mathematically it is difficult that one of the team of a group where you have 3.5 or 4 slots to be even in a quarter or semi-final. But the quality of football in this region is as such that it is a possibility for the future. But at the same time, I tell you that Africa is doing now the same effort by saying we have the next World Cup in South Africa. We want to prove that we can be the world champion. So it's a good competition, and CONCACAF's powerhouses, and I'm sure the 2 finalists in this 2007 edition, they are powerhouses. They are able to create a surprise. And why not already in 2010 when we play in South Africa? It is winter time. It is a little bit spring on the beach, but when we go inside the country, it's a little bit cold. It can be compared to the World Cup 78 in Argentina.
Now, you mentioned surprises. Have you been surprised how much the Gold Cup has grown since you've been president of FIFA, since '98?
It's not a surprise for me when I know let's say, the enthusiasm, the energy, the quality and the tenacity of the leadership in CONCACAF to prove and improve. And therefore, it's not a surprise. It is I would say it is a normal achievement when you are in a situation where you have defined your objectives and you go towards these objectives, and then you can realize these objectives always and when you have the right people in the leadership. Yeah.
I noticed you grew up in Switzerland. Did you play as a younger man at all? Did you used to play football, or?
Yeah, I was playing football from my young age. I was still playing league football, but at amateur level, but the highest amateur level in Switzerland, up to the age of 38.
Oh.
And I'm still kicking a little bit the ball around. I was never a professional player because my father one day told me, "You will never earn your living in football." He was wrong. He was not a prophet. He was a good man, but not a prophet.
Do you boys ever kick a ball around in the office in Zurich?
No, but we have now in. Sometimes we have to kick in the offices, but not with the ball. And we have in our new compound of the home of FIFA, we have now the soccer fields or football fields at disposal. And if I have not only the time, but sometimes you need it, I could just get down on the pitch and just touch a little bit the ball.
Where do you see the future of football?
I think the future of football is that we have to be aware that we have a social responsibility when it is the most popular game. Social responsibility means that we shall play a better part with our social, cultural, economic and political partners to be in our society as the game, the worldwide game. Naturally, in the United States, it's very difficult to give this message because it's another culture what football or what sports means here. But all around the world, and especially where football can be as a tool of hope, like in the Caribbean or like in Central America, where sometimes the development of the country can be helped with the development of the game.
One thing I've read about you when I've been doing my homework about you is that pretty much the referee is judge and jury on the pitch, and of course human error creeps into the game. Do you think in your term as presidency we might ever see maybe some technology creep into the game, like whether a goal is a goal or something with the offside rule, as we saw with the USA and Canada, a bit of a contentious issue with the offside there? Do you think we may see it in the future, or do you think you'll stick true to some of your statements that I was reading about last night when I was doing a little bit of homework on you?
I'm in favor of a goal line technology because it's so important to score a goal nowadays. And if there is a system which gives the accuracy to immediately indicate if it's goal or not goal. But when speaking about offside and the special situation in the US-Canada game, how can you reconstitute something? It is impossible, and we have to live with the errors. But we shall make a lot of efforts now to diminish these errors. We have to improve the refereeing, and improving the referee, we will start with a referees development program, not only for the top referees, but starting from the roots all around the world. This is, by the way, an initiative again from CONCACAF coming towards FIFA, that we shall have a referees development program. And then on the top, we must have professional referees. In professional league, we need professional referees because then they are in their job and not in a pastime or in a hobby. And they will still make some errors. But the assistants, this is the problem, not the referee himself. And the assistants, they should be more involved in the game, and that they should feel the game, especially when it comes to offside. I was a striker always, and how many times I was called back, and I have said no, I was not in offside position. So, but this is but there was also moves forward. We shall now eliminate. Wave away, abolish offside, no more offside. If you take away the offside rule in our game, you take away the intelligence of tactics.
True. And it's also depending on which teams you support, the referee, you're either in favour of the call or you're not in favour. So it's a very tough job for them. But Mr. Blatter, thank you very much for your time. It was lovely talking to you, and hopefully we get to meet again soon.
With great pleasure. And to all the football fans, enjoy the game, but don't forget to enjoy life.